Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. This is Talk Radio to Thrive By. What an awesome lineup today, Mr. Benny.
We certainly have a great show.
I'm telling you. Just in the kind of like in the grooving, like 60s grooving.
You want some 60s, I'll find some.
What is that grooving song? Remember that one from the 60s?
You mean the one like grooving?
Yeah.
I'll look for it.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one. Denise Lynn and I were talking about protesting a few minutes ago.
Oh, no.
What it was like.
No bra burning, okay? That's all. I draw the line.
Sorry.
I draw the line.
But I bet you would have back then. I bet
Me
you
personally?
I bet if you were,
Do I wear them? That's a start? What?
No.
Okay.
No. If you were a woman back then, I bet you would have been right out there with Gloria Steinem and Bella Abzug.
I probably would have.
I think you would have.
I support my girls.
I bet you would have done it. I'm telling you.
And I support my girls.
I know it. And you guys... Strange. Well, this is about...
It's not strange.
I'm just so glad you got
two.
I'm glad you got two boys.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is, it's really interesting. These are transformative times, and it means many things to many people. But I will tell you what a lot of people have shared with me that we all have in common. There's this level of discomfort at times about our lives. It's really interesting. It doesn't matter. I have a friend that is, top sales guy in New York. And the one thing he's so confident about is how he can sell. The one thing he is not very confident about is the rest of his life. And discomfort, discord, this. You can't touch him when it comes to sales. When I ask him, hey, how has the economy affected your sales? He said, what economy? But if you say, how's your relationship going? You can hear him moan and groan like a small child. But what is it about these times that each of us is seeking? And why is it so many people are asking the question, what is my purpose? How can I build a stronger spiritual foundation in my life? What is it about connecting with the masters that is so important to me? What is it about exploring a level of spirituality, a spiritual journey in a way I've never done before? What is it about that is so intriguing to me? A friend of mine called me the other day, and this is pertaining to today's show, and said to me, I'm getting ready to walk on the wild side. And I said, well, why is that? She said, well, I'm going to go to church. And I thought, okay, let me know how that goes for you. But it is the exploration of her going back to church. And then, of course, she joked about the church falling down and all of that stuff. But there is this connection that we want. A part of this has to do with our healing journey. And, what does it mean to heal the self? We have joining us here again today, and I know we have a team in here because we always are ready when Mychael Shane joins us. So we like to be prepared, Brian and everybody, for living in the place of the unknown. Because what Mychael does is so profound. He has said yes to his life's journey. And as a result of that, there are people that he touches on a day-to-day basis that also understand the power of connecting to, whether it be the masters, whether it be their inner selves, whether it be to a question that you can't get an answer to. You get that place where you're looking for guidance. And the reason that we're all looking for guidance is because we know we're meant to go to the next level of our lives. Mychael's joining me here today as a Transphysical Phenomena Medium. We're going to find out what that means. Many of you that went to his event, you understand because you've seen what he does. Those of you that watched on the cam when he was in studio understand, what apportation means. And if you don't, we'll check in with you. But all of you that will have an opportunity to call into the show and work with Mychael directly today, connect with the masters, understands all of the above and how important it is. He's joining us here today as someone that's creating a platform that is global, a vibration that some of the most incredible leaders in the field of spirituality, human potential are behind. And you'll hear more about that. As well as being part of the leadership in the Ascension Foundation. Today, you're going to have an opportunity in understanding what healing is. We're going to be opening up the phone lines. We're going to be telling you about some phenomenal events. And for those of you that want a more in-depth session with Mychael, we're going to give you all of that. Mychael, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Thank you very much. It's a wonderful opportunity to be here.
Well, I want to kind of kick this off by having you talk a little bit about your trip to Hawaii. Now, this is something that you've been invited to do, to go to Maui, to do certain events and to be in front of people, to share your gifts and talents and to share the messages from the masters. How was that?
Absolutely beautiful. I mean, what words could anyone say? I mean, you're sitting in Maui, and people are running around doing their thing. They have a thing over there called Maui time. You call them up for a business appointment, and maybe 2, 3, 4 days later, they'll call you back.
That's right.
But it was great. A lot of opportunities have manifested. One of the experiences. We did an event, a billet reading and apport event, right on the ocean at this estate that a gentleman allowed us to use while he was out of town. And it was phenomenal. We were doing a Babaji black flame meditation right out there in the yard, and off in the background about a half a mile off the shore, these big whales were jumping out of the water during the meditation. Now that had nothing to do with the meditation because they're over there this time of year, but it was just perfect. You got the whales behind you jumping, you have meditation going on, you have the sound of the water coming up, which goes into the vibration of Babaji, where he says when you come to a large body of water, stop, sit, and meditate. Yeah, and it was just phenomenal. The people over there are absolutely beautiful. They're welcoming. They're interested. They keep a healthy skepticism, because they see healers and psychics and stuff come and go. Right. But they at least they'll come to you and they'll check you out and be positive. And if they believe, they come back. If they don't, they don't. Well, yeah. Quietly though. Yeah. And they have to uphold the integrity of Madame Pele. Yes. That is one goddess you do not want to mess with at all. No, you do not. And we're up on Mount Haleakala, the volcano there, staying at a really nice cabin area that this lady was very wonderful to invite us to stay at. And so you're that close to Madame Pele. You want to be good. Yeah, you do. The other opportunity is there was we did some videos with some people, some well-known people. We have created an idea and some plans of moving forward over there. I mean, if you ever want to write a book or think about your future, there's a place to go and just sit. Expansive. A lot of exciting things happening. Yeah, that is my relationship with Hawaii as well. Many of the ideas and affirmations about my life and what the next steps are and what to do have occurred over there in a very natural, flowing way. It's like you wake up one day and you say, "Oh, I think we're going to expand the radio show," and then you go do it, and you call everybody, and they think, "Okay, what is she smoking over there?"
and it's not just one day. And so that's part of, what this conversation today is about. We're going to be talking about, what does it mean to bring forth the intelligence and wisdom of the masters? And that's what you do so well.
Well, I got to say, you really won't understand too much of what the masters are all about until you actually go in to what they teach. And what they basically teach us is they understand that we go through our trials and tribulations. They understand that we have our anger, our guilt, our fear, our sadness. They understand that our lives sometimes are not as wonderful as we'd like them to be. But they also show you that partly is because you've created that yourself. Mm-hmm. And their biggest principle is going in, teaching you how to heal yourself. Now, I'm creating, with the help of some beautiful people and the Ascended Masters, an organization that will help people connect to that. But by no means am I saying that I don't have any more issues. And that's the beauty of it. You work with people, you help them, and they help you. It's like an energy for energy. I'll say something to somebody, and a light goes on in my head. Oh, that's it, on some issue that I'm dealing with, and it's just working together. It's a community of people that know that they're not perfect. A community of people that know that they can heal, and that they have the power to find that healing through the teachings of the Ascended Masters.
I love this. We're actually going to enable all of you out there to connect with Mychael today on the show and get some insight from the Ascended Masters. One of the things I would like to invite you to, because last time Mychael was on, these phone lines filled up so quickly. If you want to connect with the Ascended Masters through Mychael today on the show, why don't you call our toll-free number? Brian is ready to take your call and put you in the queue. 1-800-930-2819. 1-800-930-2819. Get your question ready, whatever it is you want some insight about. While we have Mychael here, you'll be able to connect with him. And then when we come back, Brenda's going to give you some information on some of the upcoming events and so forth. And we're going to talk about, what does it mean to heal? What does it mean to have this incredible gift that Mychael has? Say yes to sharing it in the world. And by the way, wait till you hear the transcription we did of the panel that he was on at the Northwest Women's Show. Oh, my goodness. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back with the Dr. Pat Show. TransformationTalkRadio.com. TransformationTalkRadio.com. Transforming the world one listener at a time.
Do you want a love life that's full of happiness, partnership, and fun?
A relationship that works for you instead of you having to work so hard on it?
We all want our love lives to be happy. But how exactly do you do that?
To find out, tune in each Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time on TransformationTalkRadio.com to the Noah and Christine Show, keeping the happy and happily ever after.
We promise you a humorous and honest show for both men and women, featuring the simple, practical, and yes, fun tools that any couple can use to keep the love and happiness growing and flowing.
We'll see you on the show.
Are you upside down on your home loan and facing foreclosure? Washington's Foreclosure Fairness Act takes effect on July 13th and requires your mortgage holder to grant you a face-to-face meeting to negotiate modifications to your loan that may let you keep your house. More than 5,600 homes were seized in the first 3 months of this year in the state of Washington. Don't let this happen to you. Visit foreclosurefairness.net. That's foreclosurefairness.net or call 206-818-9732, your home safety net.
Holistic Medical Center is where you find it all. A healthy space with doctors who care, see, and listen to the whole you. Hi, this is Dr. Darvish. If you have not found an answer to your chronic symptoms, you will find answers here at Holistic Medical Center. Our doctors find the root cause of your symptoms and guide your body towards healing naturally. We transform lives from within. Visit drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Are you at a crossroads? Feeling stuck? I'm Karen Hager, the Fog City Psychic. My gift is helping people who are in transition receive spirit-led guidance about their next steps. I offer private sessions via phone or Skype, intuitive development classes, and much more. Please visit my website, fogcitypsychic.com, to find out how I can help you move out of the fog.
Grateful patients have been saying it for 25 years. When in pain, see Dr. Thane. Dr. Thane of Wellness One of Bellevue has been named one of the nation's top chiropractors by the Consumers Research Council of America, and for good reason. He has helped his patients recover their energy and vitality after car accidents, sports injuries, herniated discs, fatigue due to stress, the list goes on. The website is bellevue.wellness1.net. When in pain, see Dr. Thane. That's bellevue.wellness1.net.
Lying there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii, the sound of the ocean.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Dr. Pat Show. This is Talk Radio to Thrive By. You're going to hear a lot today about who the masters are, what the Ascension Foundation is, what some of the upcoming events are, and also, for the first time, we're now able to give you information about Mychael Shane and how you can schedule a session with him. We're going to be talking today about the Ascended Masters, but also want to let all of you know that this is a time for you. If you want to connect with Mychael and the Ascended Masters during the show today, we have opened up the phone lines. Todd will get right to you. Joanne will get right to you. I want to just tell you all the toll-free number to do this is 1-800-930-2819. Now, before we get back to Mychael, I think it would be great, Brenda, if you could just tell everybody all of the amazing opportunities that you all have created for people to learn how to connect with the masters themselves, how to heal with themselves through the foundation and through Mychael.
Yes, thank you. Mychael works out of the Ascension Foundation Healing and Education Center in Tacoma. He has an office there, and we do training there as well. We're having we do a master's class, which introduces people and gets people into the experience with the masters. The masters teach through Mychael's mediumship, and people get to know the masters and their vibrations and learn more about how to connect with themselves through those teachings. Mychael also does a mediumship class where people can experience their own gifts and learn more and resonate more with their own gifts. We also do events from the center, which is the upcoming ones are a hands-on healing on the 19th of March, where Jesus actually comes into Mychael's body and he puts his hands on people and does healing. The 23rd, we have a seance event, and that's where we can directly ask questions or be in the presence of the masters. And on the 31st, we're doing a community event, which is out at Camp Edgewood, where people come in and from the community and do different workshops. Mychael will be doing the Black Flame Meditation workshop, and then other people do workshops. They can do readings with Mychael. It's the camp puts on a barbecue, and it's just an amazing day of ongoing events. Starts at 11 and ends with Apport and billet event at 7 o'clock.
So people are going to want to know what an Apport and billet event are, so we'll talk about that. Maybe you can explain that, Brenda, to them. And what's the best way for people to find out more? Website, phone number?
Yep. Our website is www.mychaelshane.com, and our phone number is 1-800-508-6437.
And I want to make sure everybody knows when you say Mychael, it's spelled with Y.
Yes, Mychael. Shane.com.
All right. Now, one more time, if people want to find out more, if they want to register, if they have questions, is there a phone number that they can call?
Yeah, it's our 800 number, which is 800-508-6437.
Excellent. Excellent. Mychael, let's talk about, we're going to go to the phones in a minute. Let's talk about what it means, an Apport and billet event. So when Brenda said that, I know Benny and I experienced an apport event right here in the studio, but many people may or may not understand what that term means.
Well, apportation is a process where you bring an object from one point to another through space and time. It's where you change the molecular structure of a physical object, or what we perceive to be a physical object, changing the molecules of that object into its natural form, which is energy and motion, directing it with the will of the heart through a silver energy into the vortex, folding space and time to where the two points are in the same space and time, passing that object or that energy through that vortex, and then they appear through the other side, which is in this case through my physical body, or through a cloud of energy, which the other day I apported a crystal skull the size of a baby skull, and it came through a cloud, thank God, because that was a pretty good size object, and it landed on my soft landed on my pillow in my house. And then the apports are not there for the purpose of getting, for the sensationalism of it.
Right.
They they have energies attached to them that the masters put into them. Now, everybody knows who Jesus is, like you were mentioning earlier.
Right.
But there are other master teachers, such as Babaji. You can read about Babaji in Paramahansa Yogananda's book, The Autobiography of a Yoga, because that's one of his master teachers.
Yes.
And Paramahansa Yogananda was a well-known master. We have Master Katumi, El Morya, Master Emil, Saint Germain, which is probably a gentleman that people have heard about, the man who never dies.
Right.
And so forth. I mean, there's a whole list of them, and there's 144,000 of them. We're not going to have time to go through all those names.
Right.
And recently, Master Krishna has been coming through, which is the first time since I was a little boy. I mean, I used to see his picture on the wall.
Right.
That's about all I knew of him, and it was a little scary because he had the blue skin and everything.
Yeah.
But he's a beautiful vibration. Mother Mary is also an ascended master. Lady Nada, who I call Bobby.
Yeah, I remember Bobby showed up for the event that I attended.
Right. And so these individuals will put a healing energy in these objects. It could be volcanic glass, gemstone. It could be a diamond, a ruby, an emerald, a sapphire, a amethyst, like Saint Germain is usually notorious bringing through amethyst because he works with the purple flame or the violet flame. And you can feel, I mean, everybody that ever received one of these objects, I don't care how many people there's been, and I can't count them, feel immediately the energy that's in these objects. You did yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Several times, actually. Yeah.
And so this will help you let go of the residue that you were talking about earlier.
Yep.
The dis-ease.
Yep.
Okay. It will help you let it go. By strengthening your inner will, where you start to feel and believe that there's hope. Because here's this inanimate object that appeared out of nothing.
Right.
That I actually am sitting there feeling an energy of. It must be possible that I can heal. And then there's a message that's given to the individual from it as well.
Mm-hmm.
The billet readings is a little bit different. That one is where I take $2 and have someone put them in my eye sockets and then tape them up there. Then I take 2 more blindfolds and put over that. And the individuals in the audience will write a question. And you tell them every time to write one question, but for some reason, they still ask 2 or 3 or 4 questions on the same card. And so while I'm blindfolded, the basket of cards are given to me, and I reach in and I feel energies, almost like something else is directing my arm or my hand. And I pull out a card, and I'm holding it, and I'm trying to pick up the energy and the vibration to it, and then Bobby or one of the Ascension Masters will give me the answer. And so I say the answer to the audience, and sometimes in this setting, Lady Nada, Bobby, likes to be humorous, But when it's a really serious question, then she's very serious. An example, in Maui.
Yeah.
There was a gentleman that came to one of the events that we did at a gentleman's house. And he asked a question. And his question was, why? That's it. Nothing else. Why? Bobby comes back and she tells me to tell him because. And that guy's life is completely changed.
Wow.
To the better. Because he knew how significant that answer was to his question. I was kind of in a trance state, so I really don't know exactly what that was. Bob over here does. He was conscious and listening to the whole thing if you want him to explain that. But he was so blown away. I mean, it was simple. People in the audience were laughing. You ask a question, why? Because what happens is someone will read the card aloud after the answer's given. And so when I said because, the lady that comes with me that does this work with me, her name is Diane, says, why? And everybody started laughing, and he just turned white and got up and walked away. He was just blown away.
Yeah.
And then afterwards we did the apportations.
Well, and this is really, we're talking about this to give everybody a sense of what does happen and how it does happen. When we come back, we'll take Todd, we'll take your call, Joanne will take your call. We'll remind everybody of the upcoming events. And, as Mychael does take your question, he'll also explain who the master is that's coming through and how this process works. For those of you out there, these are just really short readings, just so you know. For complete full sessions, we'll make sure we give you the phone number. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back with the Dr. Pat Show.
Disease, one of the most dreaded words in our vocabulary. Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. Did you know traditionally we have viewed disease as a degenerative process? Disease is better understood when we view it as dis-ease in the human body. Dis-ease means without ease. Health is not merely the absence of disease, it's when every part of the body works together effortlessly, relaxed and at ease. It's that relaxed state that lets energy flow in waves through and around the entire body. Every organ has an electrical charge, and when overcharged or undercharged, dis-ease occurs. And it is an effort to go through our day. We are able to determine the exact dis-ease of the body and design a specific solution to correct the nutritional imbalance. Contact us at 888-777-4232. That's 888-777-4232. And visit us at MaryJaneMack.com.
Ladies, are you living an inspired life? Do you yearn for a more passionate, dream-filled life? Here's Linda Joy, founder of Aspire Magazine, and she has a gift for you.
Aspire has launched its Mission to Inspire initiative with a commitment to give away 100,000 one-year digital subscriptions to women around the globe. Every subscription comes with a multitude of free gifts from our Teen Inspiration partners.
To claim it all, go to aspiremag.net today. No purchase necessary, and live an inspired life.
The Ascension Foundation, serving to build an interdimensional community. The Ascended Masters invite you to join them in co-creating this mission. Allow the Masters to lead the way in activating the wisdom of your heart consciousness and raising your vibration. You can communicate with them directly by attending apportation events and classes in mediumship, crystal light energy healing, alchemy, master studies, past life regression, and more. For a schedule of classes, workshops, and special events, visit theascensionfoundation.com. That's theascensionfoundation.com. Hi, I'm Dr. Pat, and I want to share something amazing with you. If you're sick of information and ready for an extreme transformation, then check out world-renowned energy healer Ann Taylor at fasterquickerbetter.com. She's been creating miracles in tens of thousands of people's lives for over 16 years, and I'm one of those people. You too can easily do the same by simply listening to her recordings. If you want to miraculously eliminate fears, worries, and negative beliefs, then you owe it to yourself to purchase her amazing package, which includes over 50 pieces of healing work. Thanks to Ann's 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Hurry over to fasterbetterquicker.com and finally experience the quantum leap in consciousness that you truly deserve. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the Dr. Pat Show. Mychael is going to take calls right now. Please make sure you have a specific question, and we'll find out which master comes through. If you want to call in, Todd, please call back, 1-800-930-2819. Before we jump to Mychael, just, Brenda, give out that information on how people can find out more about the events and so forth.
Okay. They can go to our website, which is www.mychaelshane.com, and that is MYCHAEL, Shane.com. And they can call us at 1-800-508-6437.
All right. Let's go to the phones, Mr. Benny. Joanne, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for taking my call.
And thank you for being so patient with us right there.
You're welcome.
All right. How can we help you today?
I have a question about my long-term chronic Lyme. I've had it 21 years. I spend over $10,000 a year on it. I'm not getting any improvement, and I'm getting ready to retire, and I can't keep spending this way on a fixed income.
Joanne?
Yes.
Yes, this is Mychael Shane.
Yes,
I have a master teacher here by the name of Saint Germain, and he works with the violet flame. And the answer to your question is yes. There is hope, and it will go away. One of the reasons that this situation is occurring is because of the worry. The worry and the fear that's attached to it feeds the vibration and the energy to keep it going, if you understand what I mean there. It's not like you're like saying you want it there. It's just, you're spending a lot of energy internally from the heart and the emotions that's giving this energy power to manifest itself and stay. So what you do is you block off the vibration and the energies that is creating this situation, okay, by focusing on the meditation of violet flame energy. You bring the violet flame vibrant, flowing throughout your whole entire body, and you start alleviating the energies that are causing this. Now, obviously, you still continue to do your mainstream modalities and healing, but do the meditation, and you'll find some changes and some differences. The violet flame is very powerful, and really, just to give you a little bit more of a detail on it, you just sit down. You don't have to sit in a meditation yogi type position. A lotus flower is what they call it. You can just lay on your bed. You can sit in a chair, but you want to be in quiet. And you close your eyes and you take 3 deep breaths, and every time you want to hold it like 7 seconds, then you let it out. And in that process, you're creating a flame around your entire body that will look like a regular flame, like from a candle, but then you will the change of the color. And what you're doing is you're lifting the vibration to the vibration of the violet flame. And when that occurs, you'll start to feel kind of a warmth, but also a coolness, and also a safe energy as well around you. And it will enter into your cellular memories in your spirit, that goes back to the cause of what this has been created from, and then it begins to work on it and start to heal it. The thing is once it starts coming up and the memories of it and the fear starts to manifest and it starts to go away, you may tend to need a little guidance and a little help, and to help you through that process. And the Ascension Foundation and myself are there to help with that process if you're needing some guidance.
is there a book or a tape I can get? One first.
Well, I could tell you what. You can read about the Violet Flame. Go to the Violet Flame Saint Germain on Google. If you would like, if you can give Brenda a call at the Ascension Foundation, we can do a CD for you with the Violet Flame meditation, and there wouldn't be any charge. Just call us up and let us know that you would like that, and we'll get it set for you and mail it out to you.
All right. Thank you.
Joanne, I think part of what Mychael is also talking about is this is a process. You know, it's the CD is one aspect of it, but it's a fuller process. And those of us that attended the event, you know, we got to see part of the process. But things are so embedded at a cellular level. I mean, our belief system. So, for example, you and I share something very much in common, Lyme disease. And, you know, with that in mind, there are many beliefs that I have had to move beyond around this disease and what's possible and what's not possible. And so, you know, when you've been battling something for 21, I think you said 21 years, Joanne, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. We have 21 years where we get to pile up a lot of beliefs that don't serve us, especially around a disease that nobody was talking about 21 years ago, and actually not many people are talking about it now. So it's like you have to peel the layers back, right?
Yeah.
So that, you know, you can believe, and anybody else out there, all of the people out there can believe that you have the innate power to heal. And the help of the Ascended Masters, you know, kind of reinforces that. But without us believing that we are not powerless in this journey and willing to get rid of some of these beliefs, it will get the better of us. So working with Mychael will help you get a renewed sense of hope. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're battling anything for that long, it wears you down, girl.
Yeah.
Layers of the onion.
I'm telling you. And don't you think for 1 minute that I don't know how worn down you are about this.
And my naturopath has taken off layers I didn't even know existed.
Exactly. So is mine.
Yes.
Layers.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I had a temper tantrum last time I was in front of a naturopath.
Oh.
Yeah, I had just seen Mychael. I just seen Mychael and been to his event. And let me just tell you how this works. Can I share this?
You may.
If I may.
Feel free.
Let me tell you. You go to one of these events, you work with the masters, right? And you think you're going to have some holy instant of something, right? That happens. Some people do. But here's what happened for me. I went into my naturopath's office and I demanded that we accelerate everything, because part of what came through for me was a ruby and a need to do the work I'm doing in the world. And so with that, I need to have an acceleration. And so I went in and I said, you know what? It is time to throw everything you've got at me. I'm willing to go through the pain. I'm willing to go through what it takes. So what was it about the event? I don't know. You know, what was it about what happened there that made that I got crystal clear about what my next step was? You see?
Yes.
So sometimes it isn't what you think is going to show up. But there is this fierce sense that I had that this is something that I'm done with. That was the healing that I'm done with it, done. And you know what? We all better get on the same page, and we all need to be done.
Yes. I was told to say I am well, I am healthy. Just keep saying it, like Wayne Dyer. He keeps saying that.
Yeah. Here's what I've learned about this, and, you know, I'm probably going to get 1 million emails right now from people out there. I am. Mm-hmm. Last time I said this, I almost got kicked off a stage. Oh. Everybody has to say what they say. Yeah. My thing was I loved little video games, right? So in my mind, I would zap and kill these little spirochete things, right?
Yeah.
That's what I did. I would kill them. So someone said to me, I got to correct you. That's not like the vibration you want to have kill. And, honestly, for me, that is the vibration I wanted to have. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I wanted to see my body cleansed, but I really was done. And so, yes, I am healthy, I am well, but you've got to be willing, each of us that have healing issues, you've got to be willing to step forth in such a strength of conviction. Nothing can change that. Not the pain you woke up with today, the food you can't keep down. It doesn't matter. You have got to stand. And that's what Mychael's work is about, because he and the masters and the foundation and these courses will teach you, Joanne, how to stand in your yes. And you have to do that.
Mm-hmm. It's so far to drive. I'm not supposed to drive more than 20 minutes. It's sleep apnea. So Tacoma is really far from Kirkland.
Find somebody that's going to go to the event. Anybody out there going to go to the event? Because we will hook you up with Joanne.
I will meet at a park and ride on the east side somewhere.
Well, I'm going to know that somebody's going to pick you up.
Yes, because I've had near accidents.
No.
Looking for places to drive.
Here's what we're going to know. We're going to know that you're going to get to that event, okay? Don't hang up the phone because I need your contact information. We're going to know somehow, some way, you're going to get to the event.
Yeah.
Anybody out there that wants to pick Joanne up in Kirkland, I want you to call in 1-800-930-2819, and we will get your phone number. But I'm going to know you're going to get to this event.
Yes.
All right, let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't hang up, Joanne. Brian, just get her information. When we come back, I'm exhausted. Mychael's going to do all the talking. When we come back, we'll be right back with the Dr. Pat Show.
What if someone could show you how to tap into vibrant health in 90 minutes? What if someone could have you listening to and following your heart's desires? What if someone could have you feel deep and abiding freedom throughout every cell of your being? What if someone could tap into your inherent abundance easily and effortlessly? Alina Frank is that someone. Alina can help you clear anything that energetically stands in your way from attaining the health, wealth, and freedom you were born to enjoy using EFT tapping. Set yourself free with EFT. Why wait for a miracle when you can tap your power now? Visit www.tapyourpower.net. That's www.tapyourpower.net.
What are we attracting in our life and relationships, and why? And how can we let go of attracting and being attracted to things that may not serve us? Peter Kane has been facilitating deep relationship work for over 30 years. Author of The Monogamy Challenge, Creating and Keeping Intimacy. Peter is passionate about bringing aliveness into your life and relationships. Contact Peter Kane for counseling, coaching, or breathwork. Visit peterkane.org. or contact Peter Kane at 425-802-2050.
Get ready to feel more alive. Alive with a Deal brings you the truth behind things you experience every day, ways you can heal yourself, and choices that make you feel truly alive. A Deal is a true Renaissance man, a world-renowned yoga master, an attorney, and has degrees in physics, math, hypnotherapy, massage, operatic singing, plus he's an expert in green home building. Alive with a Deal discusses health for your body, from heartache to heartburn, your mind, from judgment to joy, your home, from cooking to color, and your spirit, so you can bring forth your talents hidden deep within. A Deal bravely discusses things most people wouldn't touch, delivered with compassion, integrity, and wit. Alive with a Deal is about your own healing so that you feel more alive. Tune in each Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time on Transformation Talk Radio and Alternative Talk. Feel more alive. Alive with a Deal.
Integrative Dentistry provides a broad range of holistic dental services by using healthy materials, whole body understanding, and quality care. Dr. Mitch Martyr focuses on natural dentistry by combining alternative treatments with conventional procedures. He has done extensive research and continuing studies in a broad range of allied fields, including TMJ and pain treatment, orthodontics, periodontology, mercury removal, toxicology, nutrition, herbal medicine, acupuncture, massage, craniosacral, and homeopathy. Call for an appointment or free consultation at 206-367-6453. That's 206-367-6453, and visit MitchMartyrDDS.com. That's MitchMartyrDDS.com.
Mychael Shane joining me here today. Let's give everybody the date of the event that Joanne is going to be miraculously picked up and taken to.
That would be March 23rd, and it starts at 7 p.m. at the Tacoma Healing and Education Center.
Great. Now, let's talk about this healing thing, because we were chit-chatting during the break a little bit about it. You know, that experience that I had at the event with you, I mean, I walked away thinking to myself, I don't feel healed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then I walk into my naturopath's office and declare war, pretty much. And what I learned from this is that healing and the messages from the masters sometimes are about taking our power back, aren't they?
Yes. You can come to the event and you'll sit there and you're like, what is all this about? I don't really feel anything. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you wake up the next morning and you have this uncontrollable urge to resolve what it is that's going on with you. And the most beautiful part of that is it's the energy that you're receiving from these beings. You know, they give you the object. Your object, you had it on you. And it was in there going through your molecular structure, starting to change thought waves and motivations. And next thing you know, you're at your nature path telling her, get it done.
That's right.
You know, and that's where the healing comes from. And then there's also those that come in and actually recognize they're receiving something right then. And there's those that come in and their lives are completely changed. Okay? It's all about the vibration and the energy and the people that are around you. I mean, the masters will put energies out there. It's up to you whether or not you want to use them. But I'm telling you, when you start feeling it, there is no other choice but to use it. It's a beautiful thing. And the most beautiful part of it all is we, as individuals, as human beings, have the unique ability to heal anything and everything that goes on in our lives. I mean, right. I just recently received information from the laboratory because I went and had my blood done and stuff. And the laboratory actually called my doctor to ask them if they had the right person, because according to the way I was described on the paper, they thought I was going to have diabetes, that I was going to have all kinds of problems.
Right.
But I do meditation every day, and I use these energies because I tend to hold weight because I utilize the ectoplasm, which causes you to maintain weight. And since I don't do things like drugs and smoke and very rarely drink alcohol, I don't have that energy that's changing your molecular vibration.
Yeah.
So there's the weight that comes in, and so doctors expect you to have diabetes and all kinds of problems.
Right.
You know, but when you work with the masters with your own healing, there is no description of how it is that you feel about yourself. You could be fat and happy. You know, you could be skinny and happy. You could be beautiful and happy. You used to think that you weren't so wonderfully looking, and the next thing you know, you feel beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I think part of this is really what we're talking about here today and the work that's emerging and what you're part of. I mean, you also had a kind of cool experience in Maui, especially with one of the leaders in the field of spirituality and human potential who attended your events. And we're going to share more about that in the next couple of weeks. But, you know, part of this is your life's journey, Mychael. I mean, it's going through life, being at this place now, the timing of this now, the recognition that's there now, and the masters making darn sure that you are up front, right at the top, in front of a lot of really what some people call spiritual leaders. How does that feel for you and the work that you do? Because, you've been at this a while.
Well, it's been a long road. When I was born, I was born into this, and I watched things going on, and it was just amazing. And then I went through from the age of 7 to 27 of a 20-year period of what I call the dark ages. And I never could understand, because I have had anger, I've had guilt, I've had sadness, rage. I've done the substance abuse. I've been there. And then one day, while in a treatment center, Jesus came to me and said, if you focus on one thing and one thing only, the rest of your life will be beautiful. And what he was talking about was the gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I had a roommate. Now I can't say his name on the air.
Right.
But he's laying over there acting like he's asleep. I'm sitting on the edge of my bed, and he rolls over and he says, "You going to listen to what he said?" Here's this guy who heard and experienced what I did. So there's like a confirmation.
Right.
Okay. So I started to change my life and ended up in California and did some sessions there. And it was just beautiful, because there was a gentleman down there that was had studied regression work. And when you get in there and you look at these things that are going on in your life, you start to realize the message that I received, not only on my own, but from the masters. The reason why I went through all this stuff was so I could relate and understand others that are going to come to me for help. And that made so much sense. Now, that doesn't mean I'm happy that I had to go that route, but...
No, I don't think any of us really are happy that we've had to go through some routes that really kicked our butts in some level.
Yes.
But maybe we did in order to get here, right?
But it's still beautiful, and I'm still going through healing. I'm working with the masters. I get reminded every day that there's still more stuff. And it's like a gentleman once said, a comedian, he once said, when you get rid of your stuff, you get more stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Because, isn't it part of the journey? That's why we call it a journey. It doesn't have a beginning and an end. Right. If it had a beginning and an end, we would call it something else. That's like vacuuming. I start vacuuming, I'm done. But this is a journey.
Well, what I believe is we're all on this journey.
Yeah.
We all have our own individual truths, but our journey is basically to go back to source. Find our way back to the place in which we were created and with God. And we don't have to find it. It's pulling us along. And we fight it sometimes. And that's where all this other stuff comes in that we need to get healed from.
Right.
But I believe in humankind, that we will all meet at the top of the mountain together one day. And we'll look back at all this, scratch ourselves, wonder why we took so long, and move on to the next experience. Because once you get it, the light goes on. It's like you have a duh moment.
Right.
And Master Jesus said to me one time, he says, Mychael, you have to learn to let go.
Boy, I've heard that a few thousand times.
And it's not easy.
No.
And if it hadn't been for these beings, I don't know where I would be today.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the people I've met,
mm-hmm.
It's saved me literally from self-destruction, which is where I was headed.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's the message. That's why I know that you do what you do, is to really reach out, and people like Joanne, to help folks understand that, there is a next step to pull ourselves up. And that's what's so amazing. Thanks for joining me here today.
Well, thank you very much.
I think it's
been
great.
An honor.
Brenda, why don't you give out that information again on how people can find out more about the event, phone number, sessions?
Yeah, Mychael does private sessions as well. He does private talks with the masters where you can have a session directly in a seance setting with the masters. He does crystal light, crystal light energy healings, past life regression, and channeled readings. And those are done at the Ascension Foundation Healing and Educational Center in Tacoma. And the website is www.mychaelshane.com, and that's MYCHAEL, Shane.com. And our phone number is 1-800-508-6437.
All right. Thank you all. We will be seeing you soon again. Thank you all for tuning us in, turning us on. Remember, go to the website, MychaelShane.com. You'll be able to find out all the information about the upcoming events. We'll see you next time on The Dr. Pat Show.
Lights go out and I can't be saved. Tides that I tried to swim against brought me down upon my knees. Oh, I beg and please, singing, come out of things unsaid. Shoot an apple off my head and a trouble that can be.
Hey, everyone. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. Don't touch that dial. We'll be beginning a brand new show at the top of the hour with one of our amazing hosts. Transformation Talk Radio. Talk radio to change the world.
Disease, one of the most dreaded words in our vocabulary. Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. Did you know traditionally we have viewed disease as a degenerative process? Disease is better understood when we view it as dis-ease in the human body. Dis-ease means without ease. Health is not merely the absence of disease, it's when every part of the body works together effortlessly, relaxed and at ease. It's that relaxed state that lets energy flow in waves through and around the entire body. Every organ has an electrical charge, and when overcharged or undercharged, dis-ease occurs. And it is an effort to go through our day. We are able to determine the exact dis-ease of the body and design a specific solution to correct the nutritional imbalance. Contact us at 888-777-4232. That's 888-777-4232. And visit us at maryjanemack.com.
Ladies, are you living an inspired life? Do you yearn for a more passionate, dream-filled life? Here's Linda Joy, founder of Aspire Magazine, and she has a gift for you.
Aspire has launched its Mission to Inspire initiative with a commitment to give away 100,000 one-year digital subscriptions to women around the globe. Every subscription comes with a multitude of free gifts from our Team Inspiration partners.
To claim it all, go to aspiremag.net today. No purchase necessary, and live an inspired life.
The Ascension Foundation, serving to build an interdimensional community. The Ascended Masters invite you to join them in co-creating this mission. Allow the Masters to lead the way in activating the wisdom of your heart consciousness and raising your vibration. You can communicate with them directly by attending apportation events and classes in mediumship, crystal light energy healing, alchemy, master studies, past life regression, and more. For a schedule of classes, workshops, and special events, visit theascensionfoundation.com. That's theascensionfoundation.com. Hi, I'm Dr. Pat, and I want to share something amazing with you. If you're sick of information and ready for an extreme transformation, then check out world-renowned energy healer Ann Taylor at fasterquickerbetter.com. She's been creating miracles in tens of thousands of people's lives for over 16 years, and I'm one of those people. You too can easily do the same by simply listening to her recordings. If you want to miraculously eliminate fears, worries, and negative beliefs, then you owe it to yourself to purchase her amazing package, which includes over 50 pieces of healing work. Thanks to Ann's 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Hurry over to fasterbetterquicker.com and finally experience the quantum leap in consciousness that you truly deserve.